Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to come on here. A few things. One, I've been watching YouTube, and on there is a guy by the name. He goes by the name of Nitrous TV, NITRIS TV. Um, you have to see how he exposes or he shows people being exposed in the music industry and stuff like that for who they really are. Okay, I've been told this is the symbol, that they use over their eye. I never understood what this was until about 5 minutes ago. So this, if you curve it, what does that look like? A 6, right? But there's 3 of them. There's 1, 2, 3. So when they're doing this, they're putting a 6 over their eye, a representation of the god that they serve, which is Satan. I I'm not a Satanist, I'm not a cultist, I'm not a witch, I'm not none of that. So I wouldn't know none of that unless somebody was to tell me. So on there, they're exposing Beyonce for being a witch and how she comes out in the golden, clothing. And that's, her wardrobe. People saying that they've been to her concerts and don't remember too much of her show. Taylor Swift also. They call her the Queen Bee. We're talking about Beyonce. They call her the Queen Bee. And she calls her fans the Beehive. And this is the funny part about that. This is all interesting to me because I'm a firm believer in God, but, you have to know who your enemies are. So, and you have to watch out for people who try to drag you down with them. So, a witch has a coven of 3. There's only supposed to be 3. Once you get more than 3, it's called a hive, which is why she calls herself the Queen Bee, and her fans are all called the Beehive. I don't know, but I really just wanted to make this video to tell you guys to go on to YouTube. I'll put his link in the description below. Basically, I was just coming on here to tell you guys, wake up. This music industry, and it's not even just music, it's Hollywood, period. Actors, actresses, and I'm not saying every last one of them. I'm going to say a lot of them. It's just really, it's sad to me because these celebrities are actually having children and they're bringing children into their cults, their, whatever you want to call them. Drake's son is drawing pictures of demonic creatures. At the age that he is, Nitrous was right. The guy that I'm talking about, he's so right. When we were little, we weren't drawing demonic figures. We were drawing butterflies and mountains with birds and sunshines and houses, and we were drawing little things like that. I don't think I can ever remember saying, hey, you know what, let me just draw a demonic figure. I don't know, but this stuff is so crazy. Me and my fiance was just talking about this world and how much of a mess it's become. People who don't believe in the Bible, you need to wake up. You could sit there and read a whole Stephen King book, and them books are very detailed. And they take forever to read, but you won't pick up a Bible and read that and everything in it, and especially in the book of Revelation. All that's coming true. All that is happening. The Euphrates River dried. Plagues being unleashed in this world. It's happening. Weather, destructive mass weather, weird weather stuff. It's happening. rumors of war happening. The holy war is happening. Like, people need to wake up. I'm not saying none of this to scare anybody. The sun is like peeking out through the clouds. It's so pretty. But I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm trying to tell people, like, you need to wake up. Like, you need to get right. Forget the whole who believes and who don't believe for right now. Like, I feel like if you don't do it for yourself, you got to do it for your kids. Like, just because it's happened in Israel don't mean it can't happen here. Israel is fighting Pakistan and Hamas, I think it's called Hamas. I think I'm saying it right. They're all at war with each other, and then Russia, is it Russia? I think it's Russia that's going to war with other. It's like there's wars within their own little countries, but then, like, when the United States goes over there and tries to aid to the people that we feel is innocent or needs help, then these other people retaliate on us. But what you aren't understanding, these people are already in the United States. We never closed the borders. So that means South America, that means China, Russia. These people can, they're not going to, here's my thing, our airstrikes and, like, you know, people trying to get us with the airstrike, that's going to be a negative. That's not going to happen because of our radars. We got really good radars and stuff like that. So we see bombs and stuff coming before they get here. So I don't think it's going to be an airstrike, and maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but this is what I feel. I don't think it's going to be an airstrike. I think people are already here. I think terrorists are, I mean, look at the Twin Towers. I know they say that was all government involved, but isn't terrorist government involved? Like, so what I'm saying is be prepared. You know, I always see, on YouTube, if you go on YouTube, you could see him, Trey57. He has a lot of informational things about bug out bags. I know this thing that sounds crazy. It sounded crazy to me the first time I heard it, but it's preparation. It's stuff that you need to be prepared in case something happens. There is talk about terrorists from, or gangs, they're gang affiliated, I guess, or something, from South America coming already in. They're in North America already, like in Michigan and other places, where they're killing, raping, stealing, robbing people's homes for their money and what they have because of the stuff that's going on in the world. So if you don't think for 1 minute there's not Pakistanis over here, there's not people from Jerusalem and all that other stuff. You don't think all these people, these immigrants, aren't here already. They're getting mad about what's going on over there. And everybody there's a lot of people don't like America as it is because we're kind of like the spoiled country. Like, we have so much freedom, we have different rights than anybody else does, that, like, they don't like us. And China already warned us that if we don't leave them alone and stay out of their business with what's going on with Taiwan, it's deep, people. Like, you really got to get into a lot of this isn't even on the news. Like, it's just coming from different people. But if we don't stay out of their business with Taiwan, they're siding with Russia against us. That's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. But anyways, this is just a video. You know, I wanted to tell people, like, wake up, talk to your kids about being prepared. Grown kids, little kids, plan, you know, a what if kind of plan. So I hope everybody has a blessed day. All these prayers going up and going out to people in Israel. I feel so bad for them. But everybody have a safe, blessed day.